Hi, good morning. I'm Deborah and I do the Kimberbell classes here at Always in Stitches in Noblesville, Indiana. And we have an exciting new offer for everyone, and this is the dealer exclusives. Before, we've had you sign up and you come into a class and we do the project. Well, with everything that's going on right now, we're changing how we're doing dealer exclusives. And what we're doing is we're going to do a little video like this one, and then on the first Saturday of the month we will release this video, and you can come into our store, which you have to, that's a Kimberbell requirement, and pick up the thumb drive that has the format on it and the directions. And if you'd like, you can get a fabric kit for that project for that month. And this is letting unlimited number of people come in and do our dealer exclusives because we're not having in-store class as of right now. So our first Kimberbell exclusive that we are doing is the Tooth Fairy bench pillow. And this is one that I did. And you'll see you have your fabrics that you'll need. You'll need, just like you're doing any embroidery, you're going to need your stabilizer, the material. On this one, you're going to use glitter and rickrack. And when you go through, Kimberbell has excellent directions of what to do, and you can just follow them. The only correction that I have found that I had to make on the Tooth Fairy pillow was when you're doing this backing piece, the long piece here, you need to cut it an inch longer. They say 9.5, but it should be 10.5 inches. So it gives you room to have some overlap there. And then once you do, you just go through and it tells you what to do before you start your embroidery, and then it gives you each step as to what to do. And it's tricky cutting around the bottom of the tooth because this is all raw edge applique and around the crown, so you just have to be careful and do little snips as you go so that you don't cut your thread or cut into the tooth. On this one, I did press the glitter. On the second one I'll show you, I didn't. And this one, because it is quilted, it kind of showed the quilting lines, but that still looks all right. And then you just go on and you'll end up with a piece that looks like this once you've trimmed it. And then all you do is you're going to turn it. And this was the second. And you have to you trim your corners and you punch the corners out so that it looks nicer.
Is there a tool that you use for that?
Yes, there is a tool. It's this one right here, and I will show you how you do that. You just stick this in and you carefully punch your corners out so they look nice and sharp. And there's this one. So they give you two. Now this one over here, this was done, I did it on my big hoop, so I only had to do one hooping. But if you don't have a 6x10 hoop, you can do it in the smaller hoop. You're just going to do this part in one hooping, and then you'll unhoop it and rehoop your stabilizer and everything, and then do this side. And then you'll have to sew it together on your sewing machine, which back here, they give you the sewing instructions. So if you have to do it in the smaller. Now on this format where you do the two hoopings, they do not do the quilting like they did in this one. But if you wanted to quilt it, and because it's just line quilting, you could quilt it before you, as you do each piece, or if you do it in the 6x10, you could quilt it before. Some people liked the quilting, some people said it didn't really matter. So I did one of each so you could see what it looked like with the quilting and without the quilting. And then once you've got this done, then you're going to pull your side hoppers out and just, oh, well, that's okay. And trim all your jump stitches between your letters, between his eyes, which I did not do yet on this, I forgot. And that will, these work really well. Just a minute, let me get mine. I thought I pulled them out, but I guess I didn't. And another tool that you might like to use is called the roll and press. When you have to stitch and flip and press this seam down, you can use your fingernail, but you can also use the press and flip and just roll it over that seam, and that helps press it. Okay. These are the side hoppers. I call them leaf hoppers. I have no idea.
Next to the fabric pouch. I can zoom in on it. There we go.
There. And what you're going to do is it just goes under and you clip. And it got rid, so see, you see here there's a jump stitch, and now I've trimmed it away. And these work really great. They stand up. And so you can go between the letters or like his eyes and get them. And this is really a great tool to use. You can do this as just a little hanging on the bedpost or a doorknob, or you can put a pillow form in it and make it, you know, thicker and make it a pillow that could be just setting on the bed, or still could be hanging up. It'll just be thicker with the pillow form in it. And then it has this cute little pocket here, which when your child, grandchild, niece, nephew you've made this for loses a tooth, they put the tooth in the pocket, and then they can hang this up and wait for the tooth fairy to come. And this says, "Dear Tooth Fairy, let's trade." So during the night then, the tooth fairy will come and take the tooth out. And when I was little, the tooth fairy would leave a quarter. I was all excited. I got a quarter. But Peter informed me, who's doing the video of this, when he was younger and lost a tooth, he got a whole $1. His teeth were worth more than mine. So it's just whatever. You know, I think on some of my teeth I got a dime too. You know, then I moved up to a quarter. I never moved up to the $1 though. So this is what this little pocket is for. To put the teeth in, or tooth in, and then for the tooth fairy to leave her money.
I wish I had that when I got my wisdom teeth pulled. I'd have been rich.
Yeah, but I never got my wisdom teeth. The dentist kept them. So this is going to be the first dealer exclusive. And on the first Saturday in September, we will have thumb drives ready with the format on it and the directions for you. And again, if you would like fabric kit, they will be like this, each separate, or you can use your own material.
One thing that's great about those fabric kits is any of the Kimberbell projects I've done, I've wildly overestimated how much fabric I would need. And I'm like, okay, I wish there was just a fabric kit with enough quantity that I would use.
And a lot of people like fabric kits. They don't want to pick out their own material, so I will do that for you. And I forgot what I was going to say.
And you can do them in any colors. Like it doesn't have to be
Oh,
a
no,
red
it
or
doesn't have to
blue.
be this. So if
So
you use
have
your own,
leftover fabric from, say, you know, if you're doing like the Boulevard Bench Buddy and you want to make a spooky tooth fairy pillow, you
you
could
can use
that
that.
fabric.
Yeah, any leftover, because it doesn't take very much. I mean, on here it's like fat 16ths, fabric scraps, a fat 8. So this project doesn't take a lot of material. So you probably have some in your stash, but if you like these colors and want to do it, we will have that available for you.
Now, is that intentional? The pinkish red girl and the blue for boy?
Probably.
I like that.
So, and they have their little crown. So, it was very easy to do. The trimming was a little tricky on the one tooth. I got a little close, but that's going to happen. But really putting it's fun watching it quilt and just getting the finished project. I wish I had a young grandchild, but all mine are old and they're not losing teeth anymore, so I won't be able to hang one of these, but I'm sure everyone would enjoy it. And again, because of the way we are offering our dealer exclusive, it's unlimited the number of people that can come and get the format and directions, where when we had class, we only could have so many. So this is something new. And so if you weren't able to get in the class because it was full, now you will be able to get the dealer exclusives. And this is what we're doing for September, is the Tooth Fairy pillows. Have a good day.